Good evening, Wizards Nation. What is good, everybody? What is good? Some changes around here. I added some new graphics to the stream. This might be temporary. I want to get a vibe, see if you guys like the changes. I'm coughing up money right now. Renovations are underway. So I got the graphics here. Let me know when you guys replay the stream if you guys actually enjoy it. I'm in the middle, to be honest with you. I'm kind of getting adjusted right now. But yeah, man, got the camera in full, got the graphics here. Now I might look for an intro video, to be honest with you. And after that, I got the soundboard ready. Now it's on me. Now it's on me to continue improving and see where this takes us. Anyways, enough about me. We received some interesting news today regarding Monumental. To be honest, this was like one of the most pressing questions that I had heading into the most anticipated season, in my opinion, since I became a diehard Wizards fan in 2006. So that's 20 years now, 21 years. Like, we got the number one overall pick. We got, a number one overall pick in a generational draft, mind you. We got a loaded front office, competent front office finally. Ownership's on board. Got to give Ted his props. He hired Michael Winger. Winger hired Dawkins. We got a resurging fan base. The vibes are up. But how are we going to watch our team? How are we going to watch our team? How are we going to take advantage of this situation? So let's talk about that. Let me go ahead and turn this thing on real quick. If you enjoyed the stream, please like and subscribe. I truly appreciate it. Yeah, dude, I did a lot. The past couple of days, I did a lot. I changed the profile picture. The freaking the banner for the channel, everything. And this is gonna be. I'm not gonna continue changing or flip flopping things around. I want to keep this consistent. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. So let me go ahead and share my screen real quick. And boom, here we go. What is up, Rich Reloaded? Showtime. I've had a long day, Buckets. This is exactly what I needed. What's up, bro? We up tremendously. Hey, DB with the new cut. Hey, yo, Jay Ever. So how did the name this channel start anyway? The Dirty Bucket. I've never heard the original story. Quick little story of the Dirty Buckets. I am a diehard Commanders fan. I became a Commanders fan in the year 2006 when Laurent Landry was drafted. The 6th overall pick, I think it was, or 7th, in 2006. His nickname was Dirty 30. And Laurent Landry was everything for me growing up. And then around that time, coincidentally, Xbox 360, my gamer tag was Dirty 30. So everybody called me Dirty growing up, to be honest. So it went from that. And others, the word dirty means a lot to me. It really does. I got a lot of connections with, the Dirty Bucket, with my job that I held in my 20s, my grueling job. But yeah, that's another story for another day, dude. Let's talk about this. This is my biggest thing right now. What's your prediction for the starting lineup? Johnson or George? I'm thinking George, bro. I'm thinking George. So let's get straight to this. Let's get straight to this real quick. So as Finberg and others pointed out, Monumental and the DAZN, I don't know how to say it, DAZN, announced a new partnership to stream the Washington Wizards, Capitals, and Mystics games on DAZN. The deal allows fans to subscribe to Monumental Plus through the DAZN app. Mind you, though, he goes on to state here, as I understand it, this is simply another way for fans to purchase Monumental Plus subscription. Similar agreements were already in place with Apple TV, Roku, and more. I had to correct myself here because the first thing, when I first saw this, I was busy at work today, so from the surface level, I was just like, wait a second. So can we watch the Wizards game through DAZN? And after doing more research and thinking, that's not the case. Basically, the only thing that changed, according to my understanding, is that you can now purchase Monumental app through DAZN. So basically, there's more accessibility to purchase Monumental app. But from my understanding, you can't watch the games on DAZN unless you actually purchase Monumental on DAZN. Does that make sense? I feel like I'm gonna give you guys like a freaking word salad. Let me see what people are saying. Yeah, it's gonna be League Pass for me, says Paprika. Don't have a choice. Ayo, broski. Ayo, Paprika. I thought about you, bro. Not like that. Because the first thing about DAZN, from what I know, my personal experience, it is international friendly. Now, don't take everything from what I'm saying and just, invest, a shitload of money into this app. From what I know, I went to Bolivia in 2024, and this is Jaden Daniels' rookie year, and week 1, and I was in Bolivia. And I was like, fuck. I needed a streaming service app. Buff Streams let me down, and I had to purchase DAZN. And it was a crisp and clear stream from Bolivia, the motherland. A crisp and clear stream. It saved me. So DAZN, from what I know, but that's football. That's different though. But from what I was thinking was, and I think Fenberg and a bunch of other people who are much more reputable than me, is DAZN friendly for people who are international so that they can access Monumental as well? That was my biggest question. We all know the GOAT, Paprika's in France. We got some dudes in Thailand who coming into the stream. We got some mates in Australia, brother. I got some people in Nigeria. Shout out to Nigeria. All over Wizards fans all over this freaking globe, man. We're up. They know we're up. Let me see what people are saying. I saw a TikTok said that lower level season tickets were like 100K. Shit, dude. Try canceling Monumental after buying it. It is impossible, says Mansoor. Yeah, bro. So we're going to talk about that for a second. Showtime says, that's what I saw on the internet. I didn't care if he was being serious, but I'll try to find it and send it. Okay. DAZN is known here for showing UFC and boxing, says Paprika. Okay, in Europe. Okay, so let's continue going here. Because let's read the article that they posted from Bullets Forever. Shout out to Bullets Forever, obviously. Forever Bullets. Wait a second. I don't know if I turn this thing on real quick. Hold on. My bad. I'm getting used to this. Do y'all like this new graphics? Let me know in the chat, please. Do y'all like it? Do y'all like it? I want to be like, I want to be more, I want to take this channel serious. Not even, I've always been taking this channel seriously, but I want to, I want to make this channel appear more seriously, if that makes sense. Hold on. Fuck no. Okay. So it says here, by Bullets Forever, Monumental Sports and Entertainment and DAZN on Tuesday announced a multi-year partnership to stream the Wizards, Capital, Mystics, and GoGo, Monumental, obviously. The deal, which begins later this summer, allows viewers to watch every Wizards game live or on demand using the Monumental app as a subscription now available through DAZN. We know this. Across Monumental Plus, through the Monumental Sports app or website, costs $19 a month or $180 a year. It's unclear whether the subscription price remains the same if purchased through DAZN. To be honest with you, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel like it's the same. I feel like it's the same. But other streaming platforms that reach similar agreements with MSC, such as Apple TV and Roku, offer the same price. So basically, you can get Monumental Plus through DAZN and now Apple TV and Roku. It goes on to stay here. This deal adds Monumental app to DAZN. There we go, like I said. The partnership comes roughly 11 months after Monumental Sports Network was dropped by YouTube TV and Hulu Plus. Fuck me. I'm paying for YouTube TV. Well, I'm going to start paying with my friend. We split it 50-50. You know what I mean? It's like, what, $84 now? $84 a month for YouTube TV. And now you got to toss in $20 a month to watch your local team play. I'm going to keep my calm. I'll keep my, calm, composed DB. Thousands of Wizards fans, Capitals, and Mystics fans lost access to their team's games on YouTube TV, a main source of live sports coverage for many, which made purchasing a Monumental Plus subscription the only non-blackout restricted way to watch Wizards, Caps, and Mystics play in the DMV. And Zach Leone just had a little quote here. Let me get back to this one right here. Ted also tweeted this out right here. And, this is the bathrooms at Cap One Arena He says, one of our fans' biggest asks now delivered. More concourse restrooms, newly renovated. Hey, yo, it looks legit. It looks awesome, actually. It looks freaking awesome. Let me put a chat up real quick. Bro evolved like a Pokemon. Ross says, yep, it's tough. Hey, I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it. See, I got this right here, but I can't freaking put chat up yet right here on the screen. So I still gotta do more stuff. You know, shout out to, like, you know, guys like, you know, Rio Robinson, the GOAT, the Commander's King, others. Like, seeing their channel really inspired me to make, like, my channel not be a carbon copy, but, you know, I was just like, their graphics, you know, it makes them stand out. Like, you know, and I need to do the same thing. I feel like with this channel. Anyways, 180 a year, sheesh. Ain't League Pass cheaper than that? I never had League Pass before, bro. I don't know. Here's my thing, though, and I want to get a couple things off my chest here, and I'm gonna be as respectful. I mean, I'm y'all know me. I do want to state this, because I stated this in the beginning of the stream. You know, I've had my, you know, fair share of, you know, choice of words regarding the ownership here in the Wizards. But I will admit, what Ted Leonsis has done since 2023, especially hiring Winger, that hire alone may have turned our franchise around. Because that hire was the next one being Will Dawkins. You know, Winger's also changing our team culture right now, the infrastructure, we know this. And Ted Leonsis has now stepped back from, you know, having any sort of influence in the basketball decisions. Since 2023, it has been night and day, a 180, in my opinion. The main thing that has been, I guess, like a blimp, a huge blimp, since 2023, has been this Monumental Plus, not even accessibility, but the fact that now in the DMV, you have to pay to watch your local team play. You know, I've said the same arguments here and there for the past year. I do believe, though, with this news, it could be perceived in a rational way as a positive step in the right direction. Now, does it change anything? Not much, but it shows me that at least ownership is a bit, perhaps, maybe this is wishful thinking, a bit up. I couldn't say this, like, they are keenly aware of this situation. With this whole new team that we have right now, you have one of the most marketable players in AJ Debonsa in recent memory to come out the draft. You have, you know, never mind him, you got other talent surrounding him. Alex Sarr, Keyshawn George, Trey Johnson, Willie J. Ball, I can go on and on and on. You got AD, Trey Young, two key storylines this upcoming year that's going to garner attention. You got a competent front office now, in my opinion, that could take us deep into the playoffs or to the freaking, you know, land of milk and honey or whatever the hell. We got it all. We are a basketball city. But you need to market it. You need to market this. You need to ensure that AJ Debonsa gets as much eyeballs as possible. You know, my biggest fear, this is my biggest fear with this, us embarking in a new era. My biggest fear is that with this current system in place, I don't even system, this current, I don't even know what to call it, the having to buy Monumental Plus, that local DMV kids won't be able to have access or even afford to watch their local team play. Thus, how can you get some sort of attachment to a team if you're not watching them as often? Thus, they would be local DMV kids, fans of other teams, predominantly guys like teams like the Lakers, Celtic, the Knicks, teams that are always on national TV, which makes it much more accessible for them to watch. That is my biggest fear with this whole thing going on right now. I want the local DMV kids, the ones who are just turning out, the basketball heads in the making, to flourish with the Wizards, to become Wizards fans. If you're the local, you should be cheering for your local team. You know what I mean? That's my biggest fear. Here's a personal story. And this might be TMI, but I just want to share this with you guys. In 2006, I became a diehard Wizards fan. I was 13 years old, 12 turning 13 years old. 2006, yeah, 2005, 2006, around that time. That's when everything became Wizards for me, But I'm going to be truthful. I'm going to be honest with you guys. If this thing was implemented back in 2006 regarding Monumental, and I had to pay, sorry, not me, because I was 12, if my parents had to pay $20 a month extra to watch the local team play, being straightforward with you guys, odds are, as a kid, I grew up in Silver Spring, Maryland. Shout out to Silver Spring. Shout out to Silver Spring. Josh Hart. My parents are immigrants from Bolivia. Shout out to Bolivia. We up. Bolivia's up. I think they are. We were struggling, financially. Immigrants from Bolivia, I lived in an apartment in Silver Spring, Maryland, growing up. My parents would not have been able to afford $20 a month to pay for Monumental. And at that time, I was becoming a basketball, not junkie, but a lover. I was a huge Kobe fan. Odds are, if this was implemented back in the day in 2006, when I was 12 years old and I was deciding which team I was going to root for, 95% sure I would have ended up becoming a Lakers fan myself because of Kobe Bryant. Kobe was all over national TV, more accessibility. I would have not become a Wizards fan, to be honest with you. I don't think I would have. Because of that factor. And it wouldn't have been my parents' fault. Financially, there's priorities, then, it wouldn't have been my fault, I guess, because I was 12 years old. I'm going to go attached to whatever's on my TV screen. That's my worry. So I'm just like, damn, if this was implemented back then, I wouldn't have been a Wizards fan. A Silver Spring kid. I don't want that to happen for other families or this new generation of kids right now. I want them to flourish with us. I want them to experience. Look, think about it. All these kids right now that are 12, 13 years old, they don't know about the suffrage that we went through. They don't know of all the pain, of the embarrassment that we have gone through. There was a point in time, I'm going to keep it a buck. There was a point in time when you're like, you're a Wizards fan? Damn, bro. And it started going on you. They start mocking you. It's okay. Now it's our turn to do the mocking. But that's how I see it. And now you got guys like AJ DeBonsa, who not only is going to be a highlight reel on the court, but this is a guy, obviously you already see it now, who's going to be heavily impactful in the community as well. I'm not saying to take away Monumental, and I'm trying to say this as respectful as possible. All I'm saying is I do think this is a step in the right direction, what happened is news today. But what I am trying to say is, let's try to increase accessibility. Please. I'm saying please, bruh. I'm saying please. I'm not going to let this ruin my vibes. I'm not. We up, That's how I see it. Let me know what you guys think. Jimmy Goss has in the chat. What's up, bro? At 12 years old, you'd be a Blazers fan. Silver Spring. Silver Spring equals 8 miles of Maryland. 8 miles. I mean, kind of Silver Spring, man. Silver Spring, diverse as hell. I love Silver Spring. Have you guys watched this? A must for Wizards fans as well, Marshall. Turn the black to more blue, more Wizards-ish. Okay, I hear you. Yeah. People still do that for Wizards fan ship reveal. Mansoor says, if you split YouTube TV now, then you would have found a free stream when you were 12. Well, I was 12. Those are people are saying. Everybody else talking about something else. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm gonna change the black to the blue. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Um, but yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think. I do think it's like a possible step in the right direction, even though if it doesn't really impact as much. But yeah, I will state I'm not sure if this is the last news we will have on this. I mean, let me check something real quick because you know when did this monumental YouTube TV thing happen last year? Because what the season starts a month and a half from now, October 21st. So the whole Monumental YouTube TV thing happened October 1st, literally 3 weeks prior to the season starting. Today's August 25th. So maybe on that, I don't know, maybe it's wishful thinking, but maybe there's more. Maybe this is the first stepping stone. Maybe there's more news in the future. You know what I mean? Maybe. I don't know. I'm hoping, you know. Again, my biggest thing is I just want more accessibility, obviously. Um, if I gotta pay, I gotta pay. But I mean, no. Y'all know me. I've said my fair share of words regarding that. But that's all, dude. I don't want a new generation of budding Wizards fans to be budding local DMV kids that should be Wizards fans to be dissuaded or even, you know, routed to another team like the Lakers or the Knicks solely because they didn't have access to watch the team. I did see some people stating that Buff Streams is kind of cooked. I haven't used Buff Streams in a while because ain't nobody playing. Last time I used it was during, Summer League. I did see during the Summer League that it was a bit cooked. Y'all know me, man. Buff Streams hasn't been on one lately. Who do you think will sell the most jerseys for us next year? Oh, definitely DeBonsa, right? I think DeBonsa. Over Trey. I mean, that's a good question. I think. Yeah, I still think DeBonsa over Trey regarding who sells the most jerseys. But yeah, if anybody from Monumental's listening, that was my gripe. Respectfully. Listen, I gave props to ownership. Since 2023, they've been doing awesome. It's just this part right here where I have to stand pat on what I've been saying since, October 1st of last year. Anyways, Stream East never let me down. At least not yet, says Real Solo. Yeah. So Buff Streams might have been cooked, but we'll see. All right. So there's that. I think that's all I have to say about this. Boom. Mansour says they don't have the Bonsa youth jerseys for sale. You can give props all you want. F all that M. Hey yo, bro. Hey yo, Solo. Trust me. I was and still am on that energy. Trust me. But maybe being kind. Nah, I don't know, bro. I wasn't that energy and it didn't get me anywhere. So, we'll see. Anyways, this news came out earlier today. Earlier today in the morning. Brandon Williams signed a 1-year, $2.6 million deal to sign with the Golden State Warriors. A guy who I made a video about it like a week ago. I was just like, bro, give me Brandon Williams. And then shortly after, Dawkins said, "Now fuck that. You're getting Trey Mann." And shout out to Trey Mann. We got our guard depth. But there's that. I actually do like this fit for him, though. Actually, I do like this for him. 1 year, 2.6 milli, though. Huh. We still got that 15 standard contract in the fold, Quarks Final says, yo, this new layout's fire. Hey, yo, I appreciate it, bro. It looks like the only edit that people want is to change the more from black to more navy blue to fit with the team colors. So we'll do that. I appreciate it, bro. So that's that. Let's watch some couple of clips. Fuck. Let's watch a couple of clips. Shout out to this guy. He's a good dude. Always that. No, but for real, shout out to him, man. I got a lot of the he posts a lot of clips, Wizards clips on Twitter. Awesome follow. But this was KOC earlier today talking about our Wiz kids. I'm in the process right now of doing a video of regarding the Wizards and the disrespect that they have been receiving online at least recently. Hold on.
You see when you see the Wizards.
I see a team that is going both ways. There's a 2 timeline situation here with the Wizards because you have Anthony Davis, you have Trae Young, you bring back Chris Middleton, like you even signed DeAndre Ayton.
And
he's been
look,
to a finals.
Chris Middleton, as someone who is here, I think he made a real impact as a veteran, and I'm glad they brought him back to try to sort of coach the young guys. I don't anticipate Chris Middleton playing more than like 10 to 15 minutes a game, but I'm glad he's in the mix.
And I think when you talk about that mixture of the vets with all of these young guys, Alex Starr, AJ Bonsa, Trey Johnson, Keyshawn George, Will Riley, Bub Carrington. I'm not giving up on Bilal Coulibaly. There's a lot of good young players here that are deserving of opportunities, and I think that comes down to the number one question with Trae Young. Is Trae Young going to evolve? Is he going to be open to playing off ball like he did in college at Oklahoma, like he started to do next to DeJounte Murray in Atlanta? But this is where it's going to really have to happen because you got to get AJ Bonsa pick and roll reps. You have to get him ISO opportunities. Trey Johnson can't just be a guy hitting spot up 3-pointers. You got to get the ball in his hands. Yeah, like you can't have that happen. Keyshawn George looked really awesome to begin last season. Then they dropped his minutes each month because they're
hey, yo, KOC's kind of cooking. KOC cooking. KOC is cooking. I know there's some KOC haters in the chat, but for the most part, he's been bullish on the Wizards. If I'm not mistaken, he had some choice words for Trae Young, I think, when the Trae Young contract extension happened. No. I think he was in the middle. He was playing like kind of neutral. He understood both sides. But for the most part, like he sounds really informed. I don't know why I'm surprised in this KOC, but let him finish here. Let him finish cooking.
Tanking. So I think with this young roster, I want to know, are the veterans going to actually support the development of the youth, or are they going to take away from the development of these young players? And I think that's your positive note about Chris Middleton, where he is.
That's a good question. I think our veterans are going to support the developments. Obviously, a guy like Trae Young, he's only going to enhance everybody's play around him, the ultimate floor general. I think Anthony Davis is only going to be here until, I'm putting 75. I think he's going to be traded come trade deadline. I think. Rich Paul and down, in my opinion, they're going to stay firm in their stance of what they want from Anthony Davis moving forward contractually. But regarding Trae Young, like we saw the impact in those 5 games that he played, with Trey Johnson, Bilal Coulibaly, a little bit of Alex Sarr. That's only going to continue permeating around. That's going to go to Champagny. That's going to go, obviously, to guys like, Keyshawn didn't really play as much. I don't think he did play with him, actually. Key was injured around that time. AD, obviously, Ayton. So, shout out to, I'm trying to inject some positive vibes here. Baseman says, what up, my people? What's up, broski? Real Solo says, to be honest, I don't care what anyone says about this team other than the people in that building. That's true. I like that. Love KOC. He actually knows about the Wizards, hence his rankings at 17. Yeah, and also, I'm pretty sure all of us have seen the Wizards besides this, because everything else regarding the Wizards has been pretty much them getting dogged on. Was it Brian Windhorst is the one basically stating, hey man, 35.5 wins. That's a bit impossible for the Wizards to achieve. He kind of used that rhetoric. Other dudes around the league as well. I'm making a video about this later on today, so it's gonna go out tomorrow. But for the most part, this is some positive vibes, some positive outlooks from the national media here, coming from KOC. Shout out to KOC, bruh. Middleton is third string here. Oh yeah, he has. Oh, they have Middleton as a starter here. Ain't no way, no. No. Keyshawn's gonna. I think Keyshawn's gonna start. Keyshawn's gonna start. Him and AJ are gonna be interchangeable here. But yeah, this is wrong. Ain't no way Chris Middleton's gonna start, bro. Ain't no way he's gonna start. Anyways, there's that. Shout out to KLC. The Sleeper Wizards dropped this earlier today as well. It's been 2 months since we heard the words that will change for the future of the Washington Wizards.
The Washington Wizards select Anise Debansa Jr.
Look at all the Wizards fans, boy. Look at all the Wizards fans. Yo, it's been 2 months, bro. It's been 2 months. And think about it this way. It's also been 4 months since we last seen the Wizards play. I'm not talking about summer league. I'm talking about, regular season. Well, our last game was on April 10th against the Cavs at Cleveland. Bro, it's been more than 4 months. Time has flown. Time has flown. And we are essentially a month and a week, or a month and 10 days, kind of. A month and almost 2 weeks before the first preseason game. And pretty much less than 2 months away from game one. It's right around the corner, bro. It is right around the corner. I'm pretty sure our offseason is kind of set. We still have the 15th center contract. I don't foresee us making a big deal for the most part, But this new era is right around the corner. It is right around the corner. Did you see the AJ video of him hooping, says Real Solo? Yeah. Hey, yo, shout out to Will Marshall. I know Broski, I saw him earlier in the chat. He just commented a video link. I saw your comment, bro. I don't know if I'll do a video on that, but I might show clips in my next stream regarding that. But yes, we regarding all the Wizards scrimmaging. Paprika says, remember when we were all here getting satisfied with Mikal Brown Jr.? Hey, yo, I remember me and Jimmy go outside. We were convincing ourselves that Keaton Wagler is him. That Keaton Wagler, fuck it, he's going to save us at 5. I'm not even joking. I was going, oh my goodness. The research that I put in Keaton Wagler, the week of lottery, I knew everything about this man. Everything. The copium was at a max. But yeah, dude, we are essentially, a week and a half. Oh, no, sorry, week. A month. I'd say like a month from training camp. A month and 2 weeks from the first preseason game, October 8th, I think it's October 8th. And then the first game, October 21st, against the Bucks. We up. There's another clip from this awesome follow on Twitter regarding the Wizards.
They have to develop AJ, they have to, but they also want a deep playoff run. So what should the Wizards' goal be immediately this season?
Look, I hear a lot of now motivations from Perks declaring playoffs. Anthony Davis needs to play well to get this extension. He wants, Trae Young justifying the extension. They have the number 1 overall pick, and I think prioritizing his development should be number 1. A little like the Kings conversation we had yesterday, where everything's really about A-Cup. Sure, Sabonis matters, Levine, all that. I see that here, where I do think there's a lot of motivations for a lot of people, job security-wise. But generally, like what AJ Debansa looks like in 2029, 2030, that needs to be the priority.
I don't necessarily think they have to make the playoffs, but I do think, like Perk is saying, that it's in the conversation.
I agree with that last part. I mean, hopefully no injuries. If you lose against the Bucks and their weak team, how much would that impact your view of the Wiz? Nothing. Nothing, broski. Nothing. Nothing. It's just one game. Bucks might be sneaky decent though, says Paprika. Yeah, I mean, nobody wants to be in the relegation zone, right? But what was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? I forgot what I was gonna say. Regarding this clip, yeah. Oh, I'm making a video about this. Regarding, again, it's gonna be dropped tomorrow. It's gonna be regarding all this bad, pessimistic views that the NBA mainstream media has on the Wizards right now for next season. But let us not forget, it's a transitional year. But even for a transitional year, a team as talented as ours, you'd like to think, could sniff the playoffs. You know? I said could. And that's a big jump. But, you know, the Pistons did in 2024. I think we're deeper than the Pistons. I think on paper, our 2026 Wizards team blows out the Pistons of 2024, doing that historic turnaround. I don't say blows out, sorry. Is on par with the 2024 Pistons. There's that. But, yeah, let us not forget, it's a transitional year. But this whole thing that I just see people saying, oh, dude, you're going to go from 17 wins to 35 wins. That's a huge jump. Yes, numbers-wise, it's huge. Yeah, okay, whatever. You got the TI 83 energy. It's an 18-win. It's an 18-win increase. But the way I see it, bruh, we're not a 17-win team. That number doesn't do us justice. Now, I'm not saying that we're a middling team last year. No, we were an ass team. Let's just be honest. We weren't definitely not up to par. But we tanked so many games. We blew so many games in March and April. In March and April, our players, all the best players, the best players from our young core were barely playing. Trey Johnson was getting 18 minutes a night. Alex Sarr, 18 minutes a night. Keyshawn George wasn't even playing. Champagny, whenever we played a tanking team, they wouldn't even fly him out to the road game. Yeah. You know? They're like, no, Champagny, we need you as far away as possible with your winning attitude. We don't need that winning attitude right now. Trae Young, 5 games, injured, quote unquote. AD, you know, it's a lot of, you know, I'm just saying, man. Will Marshall says, if we buckle down on D, we can make the playoffs. We will be an above average offensive team. Yes. Yes, I agree with this. Definitely. That Clifford hiring is going to be awesome. That Clifford hiring, as a matter of fact, DMV legend in the making, Ben Schober had this to say regarding that.
I understand why there's a lot of skeptics about how the Wizards can perform in 2026. What is the single biggest thing the national NBA conversation is getting wrong about the Wizards for 2026?
I'm so glad you asked that question. I think the biggest thing is the way that they're looking at this team is there's no way they can more than double the 17 wins that they had last season into this season. You saw in the Hoop Collective and some other conversations about that win total that, okay, it's 34, 35 and a half. There's just no way they can double that. I understand that thought process, but at the same time, you can't read much into the last couple of years. Like, they weren't trying to win games. I haven't sugarcoated this at all throughout the rebuild. They weren't trying to win, and they weren't trying to lose. Like, they weren't specifically saying to their players, go lose games. But they clearly, based on their actions, weren't doing what they needed to do to win. You saw, I could literally name when Justin Champagny wouldn't play last year, and I was right most of the time.
No, Finberg's cooking. He's cooking. Hick just brought up a thing. Not to mention, Gil was playing center, I think, during the late season stretch. He was. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Like, when I was doing like some videos here and there, like in June, July, I kept referring back to last year's team stats. our offensive rating, defensive rating, team rebounds, total, defensive. And I'm just like, all those numbers are skewed. Not even skewed. I'm putting an asterisk next to it because this doesn't show. It's not a good indicator of our overall capabilities regarding team stats. We're playing. You're using team stats, but we were playing without our best team players for the majority part of the season last year. The only thing, the main thing that I'm taking from last year is individual performances, individual metrics, individual stats. Team stats, there's obviously weight to it, but I wouldn't put as much weight to it as I would with individual metrics, individual performances. How were you yourself? Never mind the overall circumstances. You're playing with guys on two ways, or you're playing with guys, bench guys. How did you fare against NBA competition? That's the main thing that I'm taking away from last year. But regarding team stats, like the biggest thing with team stats is 17 wins. I can't put too much weight into that. I really can't, because I'm just like, that doesn't show me how bad we were. We were bad. I'm gonna be straight. Of course, we were bad. I don't think we were ever 17 wins bad though. Let Fingberg finish cooking though.
He was too good, and they knew it. So against teams like the Nets or the Jazz, you just knew you weren't seeing Justin Champagnie. That's how good he is. And when you actually see that on a competitive team, it'll be much better. You're not going to see Trey Johnson not playing fourth quarters. You're not going to see them holding Trae Young and Anthony Davis out maybe longer than they needed to because they were trying to get the number one pick. So that's the biggest thing that I think the national media is just, choosing to not get is like, yes, I understand the doubling is tough, but that team is nowhere near the same team, both in a personnel perspective, but also in a mindset perspective and an approach perspective. Not only is the team and roster a lot more talented and a lot more well-rounded, but the team's actually trying to compete and win games. I think that's quite significant. Now, we could also easily get into the roster and why that's better, and I'm sure you'll touch on that in a second. But I think the national media believes that this is just a 17-win team that drafted AJ DeBonsa and brought in some vets and is running it back. I think that just couldn't be farther from the truth.
Agreed. Jay says, Wiz don't win 30 games last year, though. Or do you think they would have? No. We definitely would have. We no. Let's just say we still tried winning every single game last year. We weren't tanking. We're not sniffing 30. I don't know. Well, no. Even after we trade for Trey and AD and they're playing. Shit. Now I'm including a healthy Trey and AD. No, even with that, we're still bad. I think had we not really tanked like that, especially in March and April, we would have won like 20, 23 games, 24 games. If AD's healthy though, maybe a little bit more. But I'm not saying we would have been in the playoff picture or even in the play-in picture or even in the 30-win picture. I think we still would have been, 22, 23 wins. Somewhere around that range. I'm leaning towards 23. Fergus says, I still had growing pains. Yeah, definitely. Like, we got a young core. We still have a young core, but our 2025 draft class was injured. No. I'm saying like 22 to 23. But even if that, that's not like, now think the picture. If we won 22 games and the over-under is 35 for this year, that's pretty much, that is a 13-game difference. Then the national media will look at that difference and they'll be like, that's actually feasible. That's actually, realistic goal for them. And then they wouldn't be as pessimistic as they are now. But they are seeing this 18-game turnaround, which statistically speaking is would be considered one of the biggest historic turnarounds in 1 year. But even with that, I'm not subscribing. I'm not subscribing to it. 3 years ago with Jordan Poole, you told me this team now? Lord, I'm smiling. Yeah, Solo, yeah. Imagine the team we got, the team that Dawkins inherited in 2023, comparing it to now. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, that's why I keep saying we up. I genuinely mean it. Now, honestly, obviously, actually, the dubs need to, this is the year that Dawkins gets those dubs on his resume. I'm pretty sure he's keenly aware of that. Over here, adding guys like DeAndre Ayton, a veteran, as your third big, getting more depth in Middleton. I'm just saying. Love the new overlay, man. Tazim, hey, I appreciate it. I appreciate it, bro. Got some new, just trying to make some renovations to this channel. What happened to the Monumental app? I just woke up from a nap. Hey, Alan, pretty much nothing. Pretty much, basically, Alan, the only thing that changed was you can now purchase Monumental through DAZN, DAZN, but you still have to purchase Monumental to watch the team. Basically, there's more accessibility from what I'm reading to purchase Monumental. That's the biggest, that's the main change. But I am being hopeful, I am being optimistic that this is a stepping stone and that possibly in beginning of October that, there's more news. Maybe, maybe YouTube TV or Hulu Plus actually reaches an agreement with I'm hoping, I'm pretty sure, I am dead set on this, that, ownership right now, Wizards ownership, they know they got a freaking golden chance right now to grab DC, a basketball city, the DMV. This is it. It don't get better. It doesn't get better than this. You got AJ DeBonsa, one of the most marketable players to come out in the past 5 years in the draft. This is it. You can't fumble this back. You're putting AJ behind a paywall. What the heck? Nah. This is it. It's hard to fumble this. They know what's good. I trust them. I'm putting trust. I'm putting positive energy out there. I think this is a step. Something's telling me. If it goes to the timeline, last year, October 1st, that dispute between Monumental and YouTube TV happened. We are a month away from October 1st. So maybe something happens. They make amends or something like that. Something happens. Or maybe they lower the Monumental price. That'd be awesome. I don't know about that, but I'm being optimistic. I trust ownership. We'll see. We'll see. I'm just saying. DB on a minimum would feed families. He's a bench guy, positive energy. Ayo, I appreciate it. I can also be a bit of a curmudgeon. Y'all should have seen me last year. Oh, you know what I mean? Oh, no, November DV last year was not it. I was definitely, not a good hang, to say the least, regarding the Wizards. I was going through it. Crocs no Sox says Wizards got to be a better road team this year. They haven't been several teams since 2021 on the road and one team since 2017. Yeah, we're on it. We're on it, Crocs. I got you though. Yeah. We gotta change a lot of narratives this year. Not even this year, just this decade. If I recall from 1 month of League Pass last year, I sometimes get the Wizards broadcasters, whether they are my one or not. DB, the next Kai Sanat. So yeah, like this. ESPN, this came out today. They have the Wizards. What the heck? They got the Wizards. What the hell? What the fuck is it? I saw it. They got the Wizards 12th in the East. ESPN has the Wizards winning 31 games. It's okay. Another file for my Google Drive. That's all good. Hey, yo, respect to everybody's opinions. But you know what? Don't hide. That's all I'm gonna say. Come March and April. Hey, if I'm wrong, trust me. Y'all know me. I'll be the first to admit I was wrong. If we aren't making a playoff, not even playoff. If we haven't at least made that transitional jump, trust me, I'm gonna own it. And you guys will see this year on this channel, me being not you got to be in the middle. You know, I know right now I'm very optimistic on his team because I generally feel that. But you know, if his team deserves constructive criticism, you got to dish it. You got to dish it. Towson says the Wizards are primed to shock the league. They're still baffled by the 35 and over under. That might be the easiest money I've ever seen too. By the way, DB, don't forget to put Udoka in the files. Remember when Bam scored 83? He said 40 free throws and the Wizards. LOL. We're whooping the Rockets. Hey, yo, it's up. It's up on the Rockets, bro. I want to go against the Heat. Spoelstra, I respect to Spoelstra, but he was talking that ish last year too. Spoelstra's a legend. Oh my God, the things I would do to have him be my head coach here. But nah, for real. Like the Heat's on my list next year. Obviously the Jazz, Hornets, Adam Silver for some reason is on my list. I got a lot of people on my list. I got a CVS for seat list, man. I'm not even joking. Showtime says if we don't win 40 games with this roster, I would honestly be shocked. Yeah. Well, we'll see. You know, I do believe that anything in the 40 win category next year is a colossal dub. A colossal dub. But I'm gonna touch more on this later on. I didn't know Spoelstra trash talk so much. You know, after the Bam 83 game, he was talking crazy. He was scolding us. I also want to say this, man. Right now, before I continue, shout out to the Washington Mystics holding us down. Washington Mystics have clinched the playoffs for the first time since 2023. DC basketball's back in the playoffs. Hey, yo, I know a lot of people right now are a little bit down on Monumental. Trust me, I'm with you, boy. But, you know, with Monumental, a friendly reminder, not only do you get Wizards access, you also get the Mystics access as well. And also, obviously, the Capitals. Hey, yo, DC Sports is on the rise. We are the golden generation. Think about it this way. We are the golden generation. Hopefully, knock on wood. We are. If everything goes to plan, when we are 60 or 70 years old, we will look back and be like, hey, man, remember the DMV sports in the 2020s, 2030s? We had Jaden Daniels and frickin', you know, AJ DeBonce. It was lit. It was lit. Those are the good days. We deserve this, man. After everything we've been through, after everything. And I mean it. Wizards up next on God. Yeah, we up, man. We're next. Showtime says, oh no, we read that. I'm literally dying to figure out if you can play with your favorite team as much as you want in the NBA 2K27. Yeah. Also, I wanted to state here, right now, my current week regarding the Wizards and Wizards content, I pretty much got, I'm dropping like, 3 videos a week, and that includes standard videos and streams. Don't get used to that. Come training camp, it will revert back to the old schedule, especially around draft time when I was doing at least 1 video a day. As a matter of fact, come training camp and honestly, come preseason and game 1, especially game 1 of the, I will be dropping actually 2 videos most days, 1 stream and a standard video on this channel. Right now it's a dead period. I don't foresee that much big news happening anytime soon. But it's like this for now. But once, you know, late September, October is go time, I'm going to revert back to at least a stream. Oh, yes, 1 stream a day, a standard video, it's go time. It's go time. I got, yeah, no, it's go time. As a matter of fact, this might be TMI. I am quitting my second job that I have to give me more time to make videos, at least maybe even 2 videos a day now, moving forward. So, yeah, trust me, y'all gonna get sick of me. Y'all gonna get sick of me come late September. But yeah, this is it. This is why I'm doing renovations to this channel now, because you gotta take advantage of this time. Keyshawn George Glazer, what's up, boy? Yo, bro, what up? What's up, bro? Don't forget to do some casual vids like trivia or jersey reminding. Yes, Paprika. I got you. Yeah, and Paprika, regarding what we spoke about earlier, I got you on that too. Regarding what we spoke about, our internal correspondence. Yeah, I got you on that, bro. I got you that. More a little bit later on this, like next month, bro. Monumental Network is available on some cable services, not all. Yeah, I don't have cable. I'm sharing YouTube TV with my friend. Yeah. F Monumental, bro. I'm gonna just watch nationally televised games and highlights for every game. Ayo, Keyshawn. Broski. Or I don't know, bro. Use buff streams. People tell me, hey man, stop promoting piracy. I'm promoting self-awareness. I'm promoting self-awareness. If you can't afford $20 a month, and respectfully speaking, I know right now it's trying times, economy. I don't want to go more into that, but right now, trust me. Try buff streams, please. Try buff streams, even though I heard it's kind of shot. Maybe Showtime can give us an update on that. Stream East, another one right here. It's free streams. I used buff streams all last year for the Wizards. Buff streams kept me good. Buff streams had me. But this year I think I'm gonna go to Monumental, bro. I got to. I got this flat screen TV. I'm just like, ain't no way. I'm not gonna watch AJ on my iPad anymore. I got out. No. It's going to the flat screen. The fuck, boy. Jay, I appreciate you, Jay. Thank you very much, brother. Thank you very much. Basement says buff streams don't work. Yeah, I heard about that. Some people have been saying that. I haven't been using buff streams because there's been no games lately. Shit, dude. Okay. Anybody else got Okay, so Showtime says, whenever you make the group chat buckets, I'll drop the streaming app I can literally see any pay-per-view for free. Okay, I got you, bro. Yeah, so I'm also gonna do a Discord. A lot of people have been asking for a Discord for this channel, so I got y'all with that. So okay, yeah, that's on. Let me put it on my phone right now, on my to-do list. Somebody been saying Spotify. Some dude been saying, bro, Spotify, what the hell? I got Spotify on my list. Discord, Showtime's gonna share stream. I'm trying to help the Wizards fan base, bro. I'm trying to, it really does suck. It actually makes me feel queasy when I see a fellow Wizards fan struggling to watch their team, a fellow local Wizards fan. Ain't no way. People tell me stop promoting piracy. I hear you, bro, but I'm promoting self-awareness. I'm promoting the Wizards. The way I see it, man, during these trying times, man, F that. We up. And I want everybody to see this. I'm thinking about doing an intro video. Introduction for every video. And I'm looking for a sponsor. But we'll see where that shit goes. If you want the Wizards organization to trust you, you got to go legit. Maybe you'll be able to dap up Dawkins like Ben. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I had to add these graphics. Y'all like it though? I got this for the chat. I got to learn how to add chat here. I got this screen. I also got this as well. This is when I'm going to start. My next thing is to get guests on the show. I already got a couple of people in mind, guests on the show. I gotta learn how to do that with freaking OBS. And yeah, this is how it looked like with the guest. So there's that. Hell yeah, DB, the stream got over. Hey, I appreciate it, bro. Honestly, like it goes half. It's half and half. It's half and half. You guys bring as much to the stream as I do, man. It's a teamwork. It's a team. It's a team. We do this as a freaking team, bro. You know, I appreciate all you guys. Y'all bring the vibes just as much as I do, if not more. Y'all do, man. Y'all, you know. Keyshawn would sponsor you, says Keyshawn. Hey, yo, Keyshawn about a freaking, Keyshawn about to be a household name next year. Keyshawn about to be a household name. Only thing that sucks is people will forget that this man had a fro. That's the only thing that sucks. I keep saying this, but in 2029, you will be able to differentiate the bandwagon Wizards fans from the OG Wizards fans just by asking them one question. Hey, bro, remember Keyshawn with the fro? The bandwagoner will say, Keyshawn with the fro? He never had the fro. What are you talking about? Never. Bandwagon alert. Bandwagon alert. All diehards know Keyshawn, forever with the fro. I think the fro's gone, bro. I think the fro ain't coming back. I think the fro's not coming back. I got a bad feeling. Graphics look great. He already is in my household of one, says Keyshawn. Yeah, bro. Yeah. Shut up. You putting in the hours, brother. It's going to pay off sooner or later. Yeah, I appreciate it, broskis. I appreciate it. Wait till Key goes bald and unlock his full Mamba mentality. Yeah, bro. Oh my God. Hey, yo, I had a couple more minutes for the stream. A couple more minutes and we'll call it quits. I went to Target yesterday and I saw Wizards merchandise. They had this tracksuit with the Wizards. Oh my God. It was, this year, I don't know about y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all think, what y'all going to do, but I may cough up the most money for Wiz merch that I've ever coughed up in my entire fandom. Oh, yeah. Oh my God. I do need a rebranding, though. I do need a rebranding. Please. I'm saying please a lot in this stream. You know what I mean? Hopefully, I do. I think it's going to happen after this year. This is the quote-unquote transitional year for the Wizards as well. For the front office. They want to see some things here. They're doing the renovations in the stadium. Loving it, but I do think that, obviously, I think we got all on board. I think we need a new rebrand with the jerseys. Some of y'all want a new rebrand with the name. But now is the time. Now is the time to show this new generation of fans, hey, man, that old unis, you got to attach that with the old losing streaks that we had. These new unis, this maybe, I don't know, new name. I think mostly it's going to happen, a new unis. Now you got to correlate that with this new winning environment that we have. You know what I mean? It's like BC and AD. Balak Coulibaly and Anthony Davis. Hey, Dirty, I love the new changes. Why no current players in a picture collage? In which one? In the banner I got, in the banner of this channel, I got Trey Johnson, Keyshawn. Hey, yo, go ahead, Keyshawn George Glazer. I got Key, Trey, Sar, and AJ. But yeah, for those, I changed the. I'm never changing the name, the Dirty Bucket. I feel like that's been. I think I can't change it anymore, but I love it. But I did change the profile picture of this channel and the banner. So if you guys see some differences, there's that. I also hired I'm paying $20 a month for some service to help me with my thumbnails now. So I'm even trying to improve that. So we'll see. We'll see where this takes me. Anyway, enough about me. Enough about me. Zoe with the rose. Paprika says, I'm going to need a Wizard starter jacket. Yeah, bro. DB, who's your favorite Wiz kid? Keyshawn George. Well, right now it's Key. Right now it's Key. I'm honestly with Keyshawn. Keyshawn George Glazer might be my burner account. I'm on this chat twice. No, for real, because Keyshawn, I think, regarding favoritism, I got Key number one. He's my favorite player, but I love Trey Johnson, Willie J. Ball. I mean, I love them all, but something about Key, man, the most versatile Wizard, the most slept on Wizard, the most, like, he doesn't have that draft pedigree that guys like Sar, Trey Johnson, AJ has, but he got that dog mentality. He got that, that underdog spirit that is pretty much me, bro. I don't know, honestly. Bub gets no love. Bub gets no love. Now he gets love here. I mean, shout out to Bub, man. Anyways, yo, where's We Up? We haven't seen We Up in a while. I hope We Up is good. Or maybe We Up is now Keyshawn George Glazer, right? Yeah. Anyways, Dirty too young to know about starter jackets. What's starter jacket? Let me see, bro. I'm 33. Starter jackets. Oh, these Jones? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know. It was like a tracksuit, the one I saw at Target. Yeah, this is like the one I found on Target. I was the first Keyshawn George Glazer, says Base Maryland. Hey, yo, yeah. Anyways, y'all, I'm going to call it quits. 1 hour and 7 minutes. Appreciate the love, y'all. Mikey Dubs says, I've watched all the last month of highlights for the Mystics. We're lucky to have such good vets like Shakira Austin and Mike McCullough on Yeware. Yeah. Shout out to the Mystics, bro. Shout out to the Mystics, man. Making the playoffs for the first time, or clinching the playoffs for the first time since 2023. I got to do better. Integrating more Mystics coverage here. That's on me. But shout out to the Mystics. Everyone wore those in the early 90s, says Court Dog. Gotcha. Base Runner says, I even got his debut Summer League jersey. Hey, yo, Base, you up one on Keyshawn George Glazer then. Anyways, I think that's it, y'all. Take care, everybody. I'm going to drop a video tomorrow, a standard video. A standard video tomorrow regarding the a little bit of disrespect or whatever the hell the Wizards been getting from the national media. Showtime says, my personal favorite Wiz kid got to be Sar, just because I really thought he was going to be a bust, but put in the work is now on the road to being an all-star. Yeah. Yeah. Now it's a hard one. It's a hard one to choose between all the players. It's a hard one. Because you got a lot of guys. Anyways, oh yeah, drop the theme music. Oh yeah, got you. One more. We got it, y'all. Anyways, shout out to everybody. Thank you for joining the stream. I'll see you guys. I don't know if I'll do another stream this week. Maybe. I got my fantasy draft this weekend, so I'm gonna be a bit inebriated. But other than that, yeah, take care, everybody. If you enjoyed the stream, please give the video a thumbs up. For those who are watching this video right now, give the video a thumbs up, please. Thumbs up, thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. I'll see y'all in the next video. We up, bruh.